of this person's payment in our Stripe account. So if you're looking at the Stripe account, you're going to see that this is exactly $11,000 plus right here on your screen. So this is entirely real, and I'm going to be breaking down every single process for you. And you might be wondering, why is it that I'm focused or interested in wanting to show you all of this today? The reason, I'm going to point out the reason very soon, but it's actually a very selfish reason, because there is an arrangement that we have that would help us make more money when we share this to more people, and that's exactly what I'm going to be telling you about later in this video. But you might probably be wondering who I am and why you need to take what I am going to be sharing here with you today seriously. So my name is Mr. Caesar Nnamani. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Staker.com. Staker.com is a digital marketing company with over 200,000 users in 7 African countries. You can quickly Google me if you want, and you're going to see details about who I am on the internet. Now, I was not always the CEO of a company with 200,000 users in more than 7 African countries. I used to live in a one-room apartment, as you can see here on the screen. Behind me is where I used to live, and I had no connection. I wasn't born to rich parents. I had no connection to start out with, and basically it was just me getting out and starting out my life alone. And I was broke as a joke. All right, and I remember very clearly how we used to be. So the funny thing now, I'm going to tell you a very funny story about this house. All right, so this one with the net is actually where I used to live, and one day we were robbed, and I remember lying down on my bed in the night, and somebody came to the door and kicked it once, and my door opened. So it was just that terrible. My door was a mess back then. And when I graduated from school, I got a job as a school teacher after being unemployed for quite some time. So I got to school as an employment as a school teacher, where I was teaching 3 subjects. And I remember going to work by 7 a.m. and I'll stay at work and till 6 p.m. It was really crazy. It was really crazy because at that point we got paid around 15,000 naira, and it was just super crazy. But today I've built the business of my dream that allows me to work from my home and just have a free life without having to show up to work anywhere, without having to write a lot of lesson notes like I used to do when I was a school teacher. And I've done all of this while building a following of over 100,000 people. You can check me out on Twitter. My Twitter handle is right there on your screen at Mr. CZAR_, and you're going to see all the amazing things that we are doing on the internet world. All right, so I'm showing you all of this to prove to you that no matter what you think you're going through now, or where you think you are now, that you do not have to doubt that you're going to come out of it. All right, and every single thing, every big thing starts small. So you don't have to be you don't have to feel terrible about your situation. You don't have to feel that something is wrong with you. You don't have to feel like you're cursed. You don't have to feel like you're not smart enough, like you don't have enough education. You don't have to feel like there's a problem because you don't have connection. I mean, these things are the advantages, but I'm trying to tell you today that I did not have an advantage when I was getting started, and if I can do it, I believe that any other person can do it, because I'm sure that I'm probably not smarter than you. All right, so every single thing we're going to be sharing today is going to really help you to come out of whatever situation you think that you are in now. So you're just one video away from realizing exactly how to come out from that situation. So I've tried a lot of things, but the one thing that changed my life was online jobs. All right, so I remember that I was, when I was a school teacher, I was really, really uncomfortable with what I was doing because I had big dreams. I wanted to do big stuff, right? And I told myself that this was not how I was going to build the type of family that I wanted to build. This is not how I'm going to take care of the people that I love. And I wanted one thing that's going to take me out of that situation. And one thing that changed it all for me was realizing that I can do tax over the internet and actually get paid more money than I made working as a school teacher. All right, so now I am paid for single tax that I do for clients and business owners. I'm paid as much as 500,000 to £1 million naira, all because I realized every single thing I'm going to be sharing with you on this screen. All right, so the moment I realized this, of course I resigned my job and out went with the old and in came with the new, and I just went full head on into online, finding online jobs. And and the good thing about online jobs is that it allows you to live your life. It allows you to just basically just live your life, right? So you can wake up anytime you want to wake up in the morning. You can work at your own pace. There's not going to be a boss hanging over your head telling you what to do and all of that. Like, it's just freedom. So the only thing you need to do is just like work a few hours a day, get the job done, and you're good to go. All right. So in this mini mock shop, we're going to be covering every single thing that you need to do in order to get your own awesome online jobs, and not just any online job. I'm going to show you how to land international remote online jobs from the comfort of your home. All right. So I'm talking staying here in Africa, and you land a job in the US, in the UK, in Canada, and you're able to do all of that work from your laptop right here in Africa. I mean, it's very easy, and I'm showing you exactly how that is done in a few minutes. All right. I'm going to also show you how to land these jobs without a degree. So if you're probably in school, or you dropped out, you've not graduated yet, I'm going to show you exactly how all of this is possible without a degree. And you also will be able to do this without the previous work experience, because this is like one problem that a lot of people have when you want to work in big companies here in Africa. You're always asked to bring, you need to have 2 years experience, 3 years experience, 25 years experience, and you're wondering, how can I have a previous work experience if I do not have a job? So nobody wants to look at your face because you don't have an experience. I'm going to show you exactly how to land these international remote jobs without previous working experience. And then if you don't have a skill, like you don't have a skill right now, there is a system that you can actually use to go around it to have these international jobs without having a skill. I'm also going to be pointing out to you the earning potentials of these jobs. I'm going to show you real life what other people are earning right now from this job. All right, so you can see the potential that you have for yourself. All right, so I'm going to also give you one website out of hundreds of them where you can go to get remote jobs tonight. All right, so this is going to be 100% practical workshop. So no theory, is going to be straight to the point. I'm going to be giving you every single information that you need to understand this whole process today. All right, so I'm also going to show you how to get other people to do the work for you when you get the job. So you land the job, and I'm going to show you exactly how to have other people do it for you. So so you can keep the credit, have the credit to yourself, and also get paid while you are doing it. So this is 100% ethical. There is nothing unethical about this. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to prove it to you in this video when we go right into it. So let's get started. So how do you land international job without a degree or experience? You might probably asking yourself that question, and it sounds too good to be true, but the truth is that there are thousands of people already doing this now. And one thing that I've realized in this life is that information is everything. Now, there is a lot of information that when you find out is going to completely change your life, and this is one of them. So this brand new method to landing international job without a degree or experience is called service arbitrage, or outsourcing. So that is what it's called. And you might probably wonder, what is service arbitrage? So it's 100% legal and easy way to get a job without doing the work yourself. All right, and I'm going to explain this by giving you a scenario. I will use an electrician job, for example. So let's assume you're going to play with me here. We're going to have this assumption games. All right, so let's assume you're an electrician, right? And a big bank comes to you now and tells you that they need someone to wire all of their branches. Let's say you live in Lagos, or you probably live in Enugu, or you probably live in Kano, and somebody comes to you and says, a bank comes to you and says, we want you to wire all of our branches for us. All right, and the pay is very good. They probably tell you the pay, and your eyes get wide in surprise, and you really want that job. But the problem is, and so you offer to do it for them, but the problem is that you're not an electrician. All right, so you have no degree as an electrical engineer, you have no experience wiring anything. But the way you should think in that scenario is, rather than turn the money down, you do something smart. You create an electrical company. So the electrical company could just be like a WhatsApp group. So you open up a WhatsApp group, and then you reach out to your friends who are into electrical wiring, and then you send them a message and you tell them, see, I have this contract, I want you guys to help me do it for me. All right, so so you become a contractor, and you ask them to do the work for you, and because you're the one with the contract, the bank pays you, and from that money you pay them, then keep the profit. Does this make sense? So you create a WhatsApp group, you reach out to them, you tell them you have a job for them, they should do it for you, and you guys are going to split the money. And then once the bank pays you, you pay them and you take the profit. So that is exactly how big contractors make millions of dollars every year from the government. So there are big contractors that build roads, that build hospitals, that build waterways, electrical works, all of that. They are able to make this lots of money because of this simple model. So that model that they are doing, where you become a contractor and get people to do the job for you, is what is called service arbitrage. So service arbitrage is like becoming a contractor for international companies and business owners with just your phone. All right, so like I told you, you get those electricians, put them in a WhatsApp group, you chat with them and all of that. So imagine if you can be able to do this for online jobs with just your smartphone. So with just your smartphone, you can get started with this and actually start making a lot of money from it. And you might probably be wondering, how do I get the contracts and all of that? I'm going to be breaking all of that down for you in this video. But I want to tell you what you do not need to get started with this. With this, you don't need connection. All right, so the good thing about online jobs is that you don't need connection to get it. What people are interested in is if you know how to do the job. So if you know how to do the job, or you promise them that you can be able to do the job for them, they are going to give you the job. All right, so this is not like a government establishment where if you want to get a contract, you need to have like connections and all of that. It does not work that way. So you don't need years of experience. Like you don't need years and years and years of experience. And the reason for this is because the jobs you're going to be doing just requires, let's say, a few weeks experience, maybe learning it in a month and you're good to go. You might learn it in 2 days. Sometimes there are some jobs that you need to learn in just a single day and you're good to go. So you don't need like that long years of experience trying to learn the job. No, that's not what you need here. All right, so you also do not need to beg or bribe anyone, which is what's going to happen if you want to become a contractor for government jobs. You need to bribe, you need to beg, you need to go to offices and cut corners and all of that. So you don't need all of this. I'm telling you this, you don't need all of this, because people are looking for you. The demand is so much that people are actually looking for people just like you to do the work for them. And your age does not matter. All right, so you don't need to so far you can operate a smartphone, you're good to go. You don't need to be older or younger or whatever. So whether you're 15 or 98, so far you can actually operate your smartphone, you're good to go. And it does not matter if you have a 9-to-5 job. So whether you're a stay-at-home mom, all right, whether you have a job already, it does not matter if you're not in school or if you're still in school, this can work for you. I'm telling you that all you literally need is just your smartphone. It's that easy. And if you have a smartphone that has an internet connection, here are the steps that you need to follow to actually get your first job internationally. Are you ready? So step one, you're going to create an account on Upwork.com. So Upwork.com is a place where thousands of employers around the world, I mean, just one of many remote, like it's one of the most popular ones out there. All right, so we have more than 100 of them, but this one is going to make you really understand exactly what we're talking about here. So when you create an account on Upwork.com, you have thousands of employers, thousands of clients, business people around the world who are coming to that site every single day to hire talent. The next thing you want to do when you create an account is to pick one hot selling service that you can be selling. So one hot selling service. I'm going to log into Upwork so you can see the different services that we have. I'm going to log in here. Hold on, guys. So you can see the different type of skills that you can offer, and you see that some of them are things that you can actually do right now. All right, these are things you can actually do right now. Okay, it says this account for the sake of this video, and this is taking so much time. All right, so beautiful. So now you see that you have different services right here. This is dragging. Okay, so you have different services right here. You have admin support, you have AI services, you have customer service, you have design and creative, you have IT and networking, legal, sales and marketing, you have translation, you have software development, writing, and all of these stacks. Like, these are very simple stacks that anybody can get started today with. All right, so this is how amazing it is. All right, so you're going to pick one service from all of this, but the service that is the most hot selling right now, that anybody can get started with and actually start getting amazing results from, is website design, marketing automation, and video editing. So these are the three hottest selling service right now that you can start to sell to international markets. And if you think that you don't know how to do any of this, do not worry. I'm going to show you exactly how to get other people to do the job for you if you continue watching this video. So step 3 is to apply for jobs and find someone who has the skill to do it for you. All right, so there are more than 10,000 freelance jobs or 10,000 jobs posted on Upwork daily. So which means it gives you opportunities to find the right job that matches your skill and goals. And I know that some of you might be looking at this and saying it's not possible, and that is why I want to show you something. I want to show you exactly what other people are doing from this real life. And the amazing thing is that you can go to upwork.com, log in, and see this yourself. Okay, you go there and you see it yourself. All right, so right here you see that this person now is paid $9.99 per hour, so $999 per hour, and he has already earned $60,000. All right, so this person is paid $30 per hour, has already earned $70,000 already. And we're going to keep going. Let me show you. These are talents from Nigeria, and you see that this person here Joyce earns $30 per hour and has already earned $80 already. This one Toby earns $15 per hour, has already earned $100 already. Olua already has earned $10, and you see Emmanuel here has earned $4,000 plus. All right, and you see this Seth here has earned $8,000 plus, and Adeshina here has earned $900 plus. So like this is I'm going to show you more. So this here, Mohammed Mustafa here, I'm going to open this. Where is Mohammed Mustafa again? Okay, so this person here, Emmanuel, is a digital marketing expert into Facebook ads. He has earned $7,000 already, and website designer here has earned $8,000 already. He's paid $15 per hour. All right, and we keep going. These are people that are doing simple tasks and are earning amazing amount of money on this platform. So this person here, Bright, $10 per hour. He's paid $10 per hour. He has already earned $2,000 already. Olusegun, $40 per hour, has already earned $10,000 per hour already. Oladipo, who has $10 per hour, $60K already, and David has already earned $3,000. He's paid $4,000. So this is the earning potential that is available for you. And then if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're female too, that also does not matter. So look at this person here, Queen Esther, does marketing automation. She has already earned $4,000 already, and she gets paid $20 per hour right here on this platform. So this is exactly how amazing this is. All right, so I'm going to go back to my slide now. Okay. All right, and there are enough jobs. All right, there are enough jobs, and as you're seeing here on the screen, if you Google Upwork, the job opportunities available on Upwork.com right now, you're going to see that 10,000 jobs are listed on Upwork.com every single day, and this is just one out of hundreds of remote job sites like this. So there are hundreds of sites like this. Imagine if just one is getting 10,000 jobs every day. It means that there are jobs that are available for you if you can get started today. And the reason why a lot of people are stuck where they are and do not move to good places is because they don't have this information. All right, and most times when people don't have an information on how to get a better life, they assume that there is nobody outside of that circle who is getting that amazing life. All right, but I don't want that to be you. Okay, and that is why you're watching this video. So this is the method that one of our users, Take.com, used to land a job that paid him $11,000. Actually, we first of all realized how this worked, when one day on our platform stakeholder.com we got one single payment that was so much. All right, and then we reached out to this person. I asked him how is he able, because at first we thought it was actually a scam project. We thought that this person was using our platform to do something fraudulent. So we reached out to them and we asked them how they are able to make that amount of money in such a short period of time. And when they showed us the entire step, we were crazy about it. And now you have this international job secret today. You can actually go to Upwork, you can check out the website, look at how much people are paid and all of that. Now you have this international job secret today. All right, and you might probably be asking yourself, why should I do this thing? Why should I take this opportunity? Why is it important now? All right, so the prices of goods are increasing every day. As of the time I'm making this video, there's fuel scarcity going on right now in the country. All right, prices of fuel has jumped from what it used to be 310 naira as of some few years back. Insecurity is an all-time high. Now people are getting kidnapped. Anybody can get kidnapped, and you're asked to pay millions in ransom. Doctors are leaving the country in droves. Our healthcare system is on the verge of collapse. All right, there is no light anymore. The national grid keeps collapsing every 4 days, and power supply has gotten really terrible. All right, the naira has gone from 600 naira to $1 that used to be in just a few months ago, to over $1,000 to $1. All right, so when was the last time you actually used 10 naira, the 10 naira note? That is how much naira has lost its value. In fact, this is the worst Nigeria has been in years, and you need a way to escape from it all. Right? If you don't escape from it all, you're going to be stuck in all of this bad thing happening. And the way to escape is to earn in dollars from countries with money to spend. All right. Now you can either decide to japa, or you can actually stay here and earn in dollars before you even get to japa if you want to. All right. So to escape the Nigerian trap, you need to use the exchange rate to your advantage. Take for example, if on the side I showed you someone who was doing $4,000, but let's assume that it's just $200 that you're making on this site. It means that when you make $200, which is very easy for these international people to pay you, when you convert it to naira, that is 200,000 naira. So you can use this kind of money to do whatever you want to do to escape the Nigerian trap. You can use it to travel, you can use it to leave poverty, you can use it to protect your loved ones, anything you want to use it for. All right, so this opportunity is exactly why you need this opportunity right now. You need to take advantage of the exchange rate and actually use it to take care of the people that you love, escape poverty, and even travel out of the country if you want to. All right, so as you can see now from everything I've shown you today, you see that I keep my words, and I've shown you the full. I've shown you how to land international remote jobs from the comfort of your home. I've shown you that if all you need to do is you can go to those sites, you get the jobs. When you get the job, you look for somebody who knows how to do it, and you give it to them to do it for you. And that's exactly, I'm going to be pointing out why this is important and how we can actually help you do the job while you keep all of the credit. I've also shown you how to land those jobs without a degree, without previous working experience, and even if you don't have the skill, like what I just said now. And I'm also showing you the earning potential. I showed you people that are doing from $500 from this to $4,000 to $60,000 from this particular opportunity. All right, I've shown you one website out of hundreds of them where you can go to get these remote jobs right now. All right, and I've also shown you how to get other people to do work for you when you get the job, plus how to take the credit for the work. I showed you this, and we called it service arbitrage or outsourcing, if you remember. And I also told you that this is 100% possible. But you have 4 problems now. Problem number 1, you do not have the skill. All right, so the thing about having the skill or having the knowledge of the skill is that it helps you to know exactly how to sell this thing to people. Because let's assume that you become a contractor, people are going to ask you some questions. So for you to be able to convince them to buy, you need to be able to answer. For you to convince them to employ you or work with you, you need to be able to have a few knowledge of what the skill is about, so you can answer some of the questions they're going to be asking you. All right, so you have that problem of not knowing the skill, and you don't know anyone to help you do the skill well without cheating you. So why this is important is that, let's take for example website design. You go to that platform, you create an account, you become a website designer, and somebody comes to you and tells you, okay, create a website design for me. All right, you don't know exactly who is good enough to do that website design. And the thing about this remote jobs website is that if you don't do a good job for them, they're going to leave a bad review for you. And once they leave a bad review for you, no other person is going to employ you. That's the problem. So which means that you need somebody who is very good at the skill that you pick to do the work for you, and this person will be able to do this work without cheating you, because sometimes you bring the work to them and they see that you're making money from it. They will now undercut you and start cheating you and go straight to the source and start doing it for them. So you need somebody that is going to be able to do the work for you without cheating you. So problem number 2 is you don't know exactly how to package yourself and your CV to make sure you get these employers to hire you and pay you for the skill, which is very, very important, because this is just a website. What people are seeing is your CV. All right, so you need to have a CV that is very attractive, because there are thousands and thousands of people on this site, and what people are seeing is basically what you've written about yourself. So you need to have this CV perfectly written for you from somebody who has an experience with it. You need to be packaged well so that when somebody sees you, they want to work with you, because this is not like a place where you know, they'll call you for an interview and ask you questions. They'll first of all look at your profile. Once they look at your profile and your profile is attractive, then they would want to work with you. And you need your profile to be attractive, and you need somebody who has experience to make your profile attractive. And that is the another problem that you have. So problem number 3 is you've never done this before. So which means that if you go on and try to do it now, you're going to find out that you probably will get overwhelmed. And you need someone to guide you through the steps. You need someone to hold your hand and tell you, okay, do this first, do this next, do this next, do this next, do this step by step. You need all of that. Somebody that's going to help you to do it step by step. And problem number 4 is that you want to be able to learn how it is done with the least amount of investment possible. So there are some agents that charge as much as 500,000 naira to help people with this opportunity. All right, so you need somebody who is going to be able to take you by the hand and make sure that they help you without charging you a crazy amount of money that you cannot afford. All right, so but the good news is that we've created a company called Pocket Money to help solve these 4 problems for you. All right, so at Pocket Money, we'll help you to set up your job profile to attract your first international employer from the UK, US, or Australia. We write and package your CV for you. So this is to make you very attractive to people, so that to increase the odds of you getting the job. All right, so the truth of the matter is that when you apply for jobs, even outside in the real world, if it's not online, you find out that most of the time people look at CVs and then toss it in the dustbin because the CV is not properly done. But the good thing about the Americans, people in the UK, people in the US, is that your CV is very important. So they don't care about connection, right? They don't care who your father is. What they care about is if your profile is right and if you are if you know how to do the job. These are the 2 things that they care about. All right, so which means that you need your CV to be done to increase the opportunity, the chances of you getting the opportunity. So we help you to write and package your CV for you, set up your job profile for you. We help you land your first international job. So we're going to guide you through the entire process. Tell you, okay, do this now, do this next, do this next. If this, do this next, do this next. Like guarantee step by step way that you need to follow in order to get your first international job. We're going to show that to you inside the Pocket Money Academy. So we'll even help do the work for you through the back door. So assuming you don't want to do the work yourself, you don't want to stress yourself, you just use your phone, you create your profile, you upload your CV with your phone, and whenever you get a job, you just send it to us. We help you do the work through the back door, so you don't need to do it yourself. So we have a team of people who are already very good at this skill, so which means that you're getting highly efficient people to do the job for you through the back door, and you can keep the credits. All you need to do, we're going to have an arrangement where you pay some of our team members, from the money you get paid. So you don't actually have to spend any money from your pocket to get started with this stuff. It is entirely free to get started. All right, so when you get paid, then you pay the person who will do the work for you. All right, now this means that you don't need to have a degree or experience to get started. I mean, if my team is going to be doing the work for you, it means that you don't need to even learn the skill if you don't want to. You don't need to have a degree, you don't need to have a previous experience. Just get a job for us, we do it for you, give us the pay, and then you go on and enjoy your life. And actually, this is why we are willing to share this information, because we want you to bring the job to us, and our team members will make more money because you're out there. All right, and then you also get to also make money because you are getting the job from your smartphone without doing the work. So it's a mutually beneficial arrangement. All right, you also do not need to leave your bedroom or lift a finger to get this done. Like I said, every single thing can be done on your smartphone, which means you can be lying down, which means you can be, playing with friends, you can be watching